guys, welcome back to Planning with Penguins. All right, in this period of time that we're in right now in our lives, I felt like it was finally time to start something I've been thinking of doing for a while, and that is my Planner 101 The Basics series. So this particular series is probably going to have somewhere between 6 to 10 videos that will tie back to back to back to create a series for, I don't know, all of us as planners, but also for people that are new to the planner community. I feel like this is going to be good for everyone. Some of it may be repetitive stuff you already know. Some of it may be kind of new fun information. Either way, it's something to watch and entertain you for a little bit each day. I'm going to try to make them a little on the shorter side and just kind of really dive into it and hit the hardcore basics of being a planner person. Okay, so this video, as you probably have already seen because you clicked on it, is called A Planner? Question mark? A planner? How do you say that right? A planner? Why a planner? Okay, so why a planner? Who needs one? Why do you need one in a digital age when we have our phones and we have our Google Calendar and we have all the things that supposedly make it easier for you to keep track of stuff? Okay, well, to be fair, for some people, I think digital planning using Google Calendar or just maybe like a reminder app on your phone is perfect. I think it's great. I think it works super well for you. Somebody like my husband, for example, he thrives with his digital calendar. That's fine. That works for you. There are other people though in this world that need something more tangible or something that is kinesthetic, if you will. So what you see in front of you are my planners of choice, but these are not the only planners, but we're going to get to that later. That's not what this video is about. This video is about who needs a planner, why they need a planner, and what a planner actually is. All right, so moving all of this aside, this is me. I am the type of person that needs a planner. I need something that I can write down my plans and really have a concrete way of looking at things. So let's see what I'm talking about. So if you're me, you are going to be more, oh, this is the wrong planner. Haha, that's the wrong one. Hang on one second. Let me switch to the appropriate planner, please. If you're me, having something that looks like this is going to be much more helpful than an actual calendar on my phone. When I write things down, I remember them better, and then therefore it makes it easier for me. Also, it's something that I can have out and I can reference all the time. I am a non-digital type of person in this regard. I love technology for all things, but planning is not one of them. I tried Google Calendars, they don't work. I have color-coded different calendars and all kinds of things, but it just doesn't work for me. I much prefer being able to write it down. Now, is this what you need? Maybe, maybe not. If you don't have this much going on, then you may not need the same type of planner that I need. So another for example, this is an old planner. So let's look at this one. So this is March from 2017. This was a different time in my life a few years ago where I didn't have nearly as much stuff going on, but I had certain things like spring break and when movies were coming out, and just, it was a much more simplified view of my life right here, for example. So this could work for you too. You see how there's not as much stuff written down. even though it's very pretty. I forgot that May looked like that from 2017. And June looks like this. So it could fit you. You just may need a different form of planning than I did. So let me show you something else. It may not be the right thing to show you. Okay, let's look at April. April is much more low-key. You see how there's not a lot going on in here? It's very simple planning here. There's some journaling down here at the bottom. There's a lot of different ways to use planners. So it may be something that works for you. Now, if you're like, that's way too big, I don't need something like that, you could be a like pocket-sized planner kind of person. This is a planner that you might carry in your purse because you don't need as much stuff written down and you just want like to-do lists, you know, or just some note paper with you in your pocket or in your planner that you're taking with you. So you might be that kind of person. Okay. Now, paper planners. Are paper planners and agendas the same thing? Yes, they are. If you had an agenda when you were in school or something that you had to fill out with your homework, guess what? That was a planner. And that may not have worked for you back then, or maybe it did. If it did, and you're like, hey, I'm thinking about it now, and that really did work for me. What happened to that? Well, you probably stopped being forced to use one and being given one when you were in school. I know that definitely happened to me, and I had to re-find planners all on my own, but I have been using the planner for as far as I can remember, even in college, even if it was just a calendar. So you very well may be using some sort of a planner. If you have something on your fridge that's maybe like a dry erase board, or if you have a whiteboard hanging in your house, guess what? That's a type of planning too. And so you may be doing it and not even realize that you're doing it. But a planner and an agenda are the same thing. Okay, so you're like, maybe this is for me. Maybe using a planner is for me. Maybe I didn't realize that a planner is like something that I should be using, or maybe it could help me in the times that are going on right now. I mean, there's planners that look like this, for example, which this might seem like something you've seen before. They look like this. And you're like, okay, I can do that, but where do I even get started? What, like planners today? What are planners today? I don't understand. And everything you just showed me was crazy and decorated and just intense, and I don't understand. Well, girl, I got you. I got you. Okay, so where do you start? Well, you start with my next video, which is gonna go up just after this one, like tonight, like as I'm filming. I know what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put a couple of them up so that you're ready to go and you have stuff to look at. So if you wanna get started in the planner world, you're gonna do that. Now, the other question that I get too is, can I use a digital calendar too? Of course you can. I actually kind of do that now. I take my schedule for games or that I have to work, or because I work with sports. Well, I'm not really doing anything with sports right now. That's not the point. We'll talk in normal terms with sports, or like doctor's appointments or things like that. And I put them on my Google Calendar that I have shared with my husband so that he can see what's going on with me, so that when we're making joint plans, because I know he uses a digital calendar, so I don't nearly go as in depth, but I do put some things in my digital calendar so that he can access those things. We've also done a like dry erase that's on our fridge, so that's another thing you can do. You don't have to just stick to one thing, but you will eventually find a system that works for you, and that's all something we're going to talk about. But if you want to get started in the actual planner world and planner community, then you need to watch video 2 of this series, which will be coming at you very, very soon. Whew, that was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Explaining what a planner is. Like, I feel like people should know what a planner is, but I know they don't. I know they don't, because I get asked that question all the time. What do you mean a planner? I mean something to keep you organized. That's what it is. A planner is something that keeps you organized so you don't lose your mind. Yes, at its core, that is what it is. Alrighty guys, stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next video of the Planner 101 Basic Series.